Hello, darlings, and I'm Miss Deadly. Welcome to Deadly Cinema. This is a show unlike any you've seen before. Well, actually, it's a show comprised of bits and parts of shows you've seen before, but I'd say that's close enough, wouldn't you? Now, in addition to being your hostess for the evening, I've decided to also be the barmaid and serve drinks to everyone in honor of our first show. And of course, the portrayal of the barmaid wouldn't be complete without the right outfit. Much better, don't you think? I got it at Anna Nicole Smith's garage sale at a great deal, too, considering it's been a while since you could actually fit into this, of course.
Oh!
Did anyone else hear that?
Oh!
White Cheney, the neighborhood werewolf. What are you doing in these neck of the woods, darling? That's what I get for taking Wookiee 101 as my foreign language. No matter, honey. I'm glad you stopped by, because I get to play barmaid to my first customer. Let's see. Can I offer you a silver bullet?
Yeah!
Must be more of a whiskey man. Well, let's just move on to our main entree for our first show celebration. As you can see, we have a delectable smorgasbord of hors d'oeuvres, the Deadly way. Starting with coffin croissants, some graveyard gravy, and last but certainly not least, the sacrificial chicken. Jenkins!
Jamie!
What are you doing on my table?
You wouldn't happen to have a toothpick, would you?
Jenkins, you didn't. Didn't you know how hard it was to find a grocery store that sold post-sacrificial chicken?
Oh, come on, love. I left you the wishbone. Well, that's only because I couldn't reach it.
Jenkins, I wish you would RSVP your cordial invitations.
Well, number one, my dear, I wasn't invited. And at number three, I've come to do my monthly check on my favourite tenant.
Wait, you left out number two.
Well, I'll tell you later what I did to your dessert. But for now, what's all this I've heard about a monster bash?
Well, can't you just stop being my landlord for one full moon and enjoy yourself? Besides, it's not like I'm being noisy or anything, and the only guests I have are the ones watching the show at home.
Oh, yeah, what, you mean all three of them? Yes, I've met them, and never mind about that. All this dry ice that's lying around is giving the tenants and me a rash, and you know how I feel about itching myself.
Can we talk about this later, head cheese? I have a movie to introduce, and my first one at that.
Really? And what's it called?
Well, it's called Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory.
And what's it about?
Well, it's about a werewolf in a... Jenkins, I'm putting the lid on you.
Don't you get your bloody cheek.
Anyway, darlings, enough head games and on to tonight's killer of a feature. Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory. Starring Barbie Lass, Carshell, and some guy doing a horrid Peter Lorre impersonation. Ugh. Don't fret, cuties, because I'll be joining you in watching this waste of perfectly good celluloid. Save me a seat. Scaralicious. Oh, hello, darlings. Enjoying the film? Me neither. Did you see the expression on that girl's face at the Academy's morgue? I haven't made a face like that since I woke up with Boy George after an all-night bender at the Sizzler. And now, darlings, is the time where we here at Deadly Cinema play a game. Would you like to play a game with me?
Oh!
I thought so. Tonight we are playing...
I want to play. I want to play.
Conroe Ziggy, the neighborhood zombie. What are you doing above ground?
Are you kidding? This swinging party is causing plate tectonic vibrations all the way from here to the cemetery in the next county.
This party is deader than the guy buried next to your grave.
I know. I was trying to be nice. By the way, sorry that I didn't RSVP your invite. I can't read or write, being dead and all.
That's quite all right, Connie. You still want to play the game?
Does the sun set in the east? What's the game, Jamie?
Well, this game is called How Could You Be So Stupid?
How can you be so stupid? How do you play?
Well, we pick out things that the characters in tonight's film do that we are stupid. First on this edition of How Could You Be So Stupid, we look at the rather overwrought chase between our hairy antagonist and the obligatory dim-witted, big-chested Mary. Could someone roll the clip, pretty please? Okay, let's give our audience a play-by-play of the ensuing action.
Funny, the Nature Channel never mentioned the Olympic jumping skills of wolves.
And freeze frame. Right there, the pond. Missed opportunity for a squeaky clean getaway. Come on, we all know that wolves are afraid of water, right, honey? Exactly. The runner-up for nonsensical character foul-ups goes to our precious porcelain doll of a heroine, Priscilla. Would you like to take this one, Connie?
Oh, certainly. Maestro?
Okay, here we see the pristine Priscilla parading around her prison, or dorm room, and reading Mary's letter of exhortation from a not-so-secret admirer. All seems well up until... freeze frame! Our poor man's Nancy Drew doesn't exactly make the secret blackmail letter such a secret now either,
And finally, the dumbest mistake a character has yet to make on this edition of How Could You Be So Stupid? And freeze frame. You guessed it, letting Ray Charles cut your hair. And now, darlings, let us continue on with our film, which...
What? Jamie, I forgot to tell you, something came for you, really big.
For me? What is it?
I don't know. Let's see. I got a note for you. Here you go.
Dear Jamie, congratulations on your first show. Hope this will come in handy. Signed, a friend? Oh, what is it? What is it? Bats, darlings, we'll have to find out. The movie's starting. Well, darlings, while my minion cuties are unraveling my mystery package, how about we unravel an ongoing trend in tonight's creature feature? And no, I don't mean that awful recurring library music cue that plays over and over and over again. I'm going to have that playing in my head all night. But no, cuties, I'm speaking of a recurring theme of a different ilk. Assassination. Clearly, we are dealing with a conspiracy, so I've taken it upon myself to crack this monster of a case wide open. Now, as we all know, Sir Alfred, whom I'd like to refer to as the cigarette-smoking man, has an affinity for secluded dates with quirky young co-eds who were born after he started applying for senior citizenship. Now it is my belief that CSM is working for his Lorena Bobbitt-influenced wife, Sheena, who we will lovingly refer to as Mean Old Ugly Lady. And for the record, it should be no secret to anyone that she's a husband whipper by night and a freelance dominatrix by day. Notice the dogs? Kinky. The same way that Sheena has her dogs trained, she must have the title Werewolf trained as well. Lee Harvey Werewolf, and uses him to, what's the word?
Assassinated.
That's the one. To assassinate each of these co-eds before they inevitably find out that they've been rejected by any real colleges. Enter the Hung Professor. And I don't mean that one from Gilligan's Island. Because of this Peter Graves wannabe's werewolf traps, it's clear that Sheena wants him out of the way, but her plans are soon thwarted. It's now up to Pipe-Holding Man and this guy to team up and search the woods and take out the one-armed man. But instead they fall in love with each other and have plans to get married. Not until Freakish Doorman enters the scene and starts a love triangle among them. And so the werewolf's still at large, right? And then the evening before the motorcade drives in front of the school book depository, Peter Lorre wannabe breaks into the Watergate dormitory to unlawfully steal files that prove that the werewolf was the third man on the grassy knoll. And so my theory needs a little work. But who do you think I am anyway? Woodward and Scully? Mulder and Bernstein? Oh, shucks, let's just go back to the movie. My very own bubblegum pink customized coffin. But who could have sent it? Oh, honey, you sent it? Oh, you're such a doll. You think you know your werewolves. Well, thank you, darlings, for being here. I know the movie was just terrible, but in that good way, right? And I'll see you on another episode of Deadly Cinema.
First minute news will be the last one left. Never turn my back because I might just stab myself in the leg. And I knew it. Take me away to that special place where I can never go. Take me away to that special place where I can never go. I'm too ashamed. When the pushing's done, I'll be the first one there. Never close my eyes because I don't have anything to decide.